In this video, we are going to walk through how to catch Calais Paul the Dominator. Big name, we just call him KPD for short. It's a whole lot easier. If you enjoy this video, if it helps you catch Calais or KPD, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's take a look at KPD's traits. As you notice, he is a large pike, 65 pounds. He's very aggressive. He will not nibble if you use a float. He is a jumper, and this is a really great aspect of KPD. He does jump regularly, so often you can find him visually, unlike Goldstein and Golden Ridge, who is also a jumper but hardly ever seems to jump and is very difficult to find. KPD, on the other hand, will jump a lot. And he'll also just hang out on the top of the water. Sometimes I see him just standing there, or laying there, I guess I should say, or floating there. He will also last stand, so very tough fight. He will pull you back out just when you think you get him in. He's going to give you a nice tug right back out again. So if you have low drag, it's going to be a long fight. Also, social distancing. You'll keep a safe distance unless engaged in a fight. I haven't really seen this to be the case, but then I rarely ever can get too close to KPD. I'm usually doing long casting to catch him. There is one spot at the dock when he's around a dock where I have found it necessary to use a float from a distance. Let's take a look at his bait and lure preferences. So you see, predominantly all lures. It really doesn't make any difference what you use. I often will use something on the surface just so I don't have to deal with it. You do not need to let any of those sink. You can just skim it across the top, so cast out max and then immediately start reeling. He's fast. 3x, 4x, even 5x is fine. All of those options, of course, popper, frog, you're going to want to twitch. I have caught him on float, as I mentioned, but never on bottom. I'm going to have to add that to my list of things to do. And something else that's really nice about KPD is he is a one-catch mastery of any lure. So alternate through the list. You're going to want to use whatever lures you don't have mastered. And he will hit anything from a 7 all the way to a 4 out. Now the big difference with those is what else can you catch in the pond or wherever he's at the time, small lake. And I tend to use the 1 out to 4 out, so I know that if I get a hit, it's KPD, not something else. But you can use the smaller ones. Just be prepared to catch a lot more other fish. I tend to master those a different way because there's lots and lots of ways to do that. So now you know all about KPD. The next thing is, how do I know where to catch KPD? Well, he's in a lot of places around the map. Here's one that's been real common. And you see I have a marker there. But the most common way to find them is to go to either, of course, my YouTube channel where I post them every week, or look in the official Discord. I will put the link to the official Discord in the description for this video. And what happens there is every Wednesday night at 10 o'clock Eastern United States time, the legendary fish will reset. And a group of folks who like to hunt for them, including myself, will go out searching. And typically the first place they are posted is in the trophy gallery on the Discord. Now for quite some time I've been doing a Legends Plus Tips post. I can usually get up Wednesday night after catching all 4 of the legends. And you can find that, or you can find the first person that catches them. We'll typically post it in there. And then the rest of us will go out and to that location and catch them as well. So find your location either on my YouTube or on the Discord. I do highly recommend joining the Discord if you're not in there. It's a very active community. Lots of folks will answer questions if you get stuck on certain fish or even the legends. I answer questions all throughout the week on my legendary posts, so stop in there and enjoy. Once you've found your location for this week and traveled to it, you want to make sure you're using the right gear and look visually. KPD does like to jump. There's a big jump over that way. We're just going to long cast and use the appropriate action for that lure. In this case, I'm using a swim bait, 4-aught. The only thing in this pond that's going to hit it is KPD. And I'm twitching because it's a swim bait. And there he is, first cast. So you know it's KPD, you saw that jump, I targeted the jump. I am using the level 35 gear. It's going to be a pretty good fight on this gear, but definitely possible. Just work in and out of that drag. You want to go into the hot red and back out before you snap it. Be patient. Do not need to pump the rod. Just make sure you're maintaining tension. Watch the lower left. You can see as I increase drag and decrease it. I'm pretty conservative on this. You can certainly be a bit more aggressive, but I like to make sure I land it. I'm not in any rush. It's not a speed race. It's really just tire him out and make sure that you get the catch. You don't always get them the first try like that. That was pretty lucky. Just happened to get the timing right and see him jump and be within range for him to go after it. If you don't, you want to keep working that area. You could be anywhere in this zone this week. It's going to be similar any other week. Make sure you long cast, use the correct action on the lure, and cover all the ground until you get that bite. Now if you don't get it, you can always hop out and try a new server, but I would try for at least 10 minutes before doing that. Kelly Paul's a very quick hitter, typically not one of the tougher ones to hook, so 10 minutes is plenty. If you're not getting them in 10 minutes, then probably not right in the zone, or perhaps you didn't spawn in. We don't really know for sure all the mechanics of the spawns on the legends. They are active 24 hours. I choose a day server just for visibility, and you saw that jump, so that's why, but it's certainly not necessary. But we don't know if it's possible for them to not spawn at all. Not out of the question. I have had times where I've spent plenty of times, covered the area and didn't get a bite. Switch servers when it hit immediately. Again, patience is key here. There's no rush. I could pump in the gray there. Probably not going to gain anything. He's coming in anyways. I won't be surprised if he makes another stand. But we'll see. He's coming in pretty quick. There's a nice jump. There's my hands in the way. He's so close that I'll see if I can pull him in. And he's not quite ready yet. There he goes again. I'll let him get it out of his system, slow him down a little bit, tire him out. But there's no point in risking snapping that line. And it's not a race. Unless you happen to be racing your buddy. And this isn't a bad one to do it on because you know you can hook them again pretty quick if you need to. I'll give him a little encouragement since it's in the gray. And he should be getting tired by now. He is a pretty tough fight, but as you see, the level 35 bait casting gear is plenty. We were never at risk of losing him. Nowhere near maxing out the line. And he's coming in now. Don't think he'll last stand again. We'll give him a little muscle right at the end here. See if we can get him to land this time. Nice jump. Beautiful fish. He's not quite ready to give up yet. He was a tough fighter for sure. Pulling him over here, he's pretty tired out. He doesn't want to get secure. There we go, let's see, we got him. There he is. Cali Paul, the Dominator. Beautiful fish. That's really all there is to it. If this video helps you catch them, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Happy fishing, and have a good one.